The truth is, I try to film this update video multiple times to get myself higher energy and to not sound like such a depressed Eeyore, but I can't. I just had an absolutely horrible trading day, and I'm just doing this video because I know I owe it to you guys, to the audience. But if I'm being 100% honest, I'm gutted. I physically want to puke. I feel depressed. I need to take a break, and thankfully I already have a vacation scheduled this weekend, so I'm forced to be away from the markets, but just a disaster. And I guess the TLDR is I blew 400k. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what happened not only with my account today, but with the overall market, and then also what to pay attention to for the remainder of this week. Once again, from the onset, I'm sorry that I'm not higher energy. When the casino officially closed on the day, the Dow closes 200 points lower, S&P 500 falls after hot consumer inflation report. That's seemingly like, okay, there should have been movement. There should have been action. The heat map of the S&P 500 shows that it was just, I don't know, Christmas. Just red, green, and I didn't pick the green or the red ones right throughout the entire day. I mean, if you look at the SPY, it lost 0.3%. The Qs actually went green on the day, 0.06. A lot of excitement in Tesla bouncing back, and Apple, the star candidate. So looking at the SPY, looking at the Qs, if you watch my live stream, you know I like to watch the futures market specifically for the NASDAQ ticker NQ. That's the futures contract. And if you look at the market, you can be like, wow, no, that was a nice trend. It just trended up. How did you possibly lose money? And the answer to that is because I'm a stupid degenerate. Just to show you the damage, there it is in all its glory, $22,000 per account. So that's $440,000. The accounts are still alive. I ran them up to 94.95. They started at 50. Got them up to 94.95 after a couple payouts. Just took a huge hit back down to 73, 74. So theoretically, I know I can grow them back because obviously at one point I grew them up to 73 and I just kept growing and growing and growing. And this was like all happened within like an 8-week ordeal. So I understand mathematically that this is something I can survive. But I'm in this situation where, to be completely honest, I just don't trust myself. I broke all my trading rules. I was trading way too much. Generally, I'm only trading 1 or 2 contracts. Then all of a sudden I was trading 3 and then 5 and then 10 and then 10. And then I wasn't respecting my risk and it was pure hopium. And I just spiraled. This is the definition of tilt. It wasn't, oh, was it good trades or bad trades? They were all bad. I had no good reasoning. I was like purely just gambling. I went on tilt and I spiraled and I spiraled. And I guess if I'm being completely honest, I just hated myself for it because what a stupid mistake. I feel like I just fumbled the bag of potentially making $1 million. And I know right now they're still up about $500,000, and that's a great payday. And I'm not trying to belittle that. That's obviously life-changing money. That's a huge amount of money. I guess my demeanor right now is just because of how angry I am at myself. I just can't believe I keep doing this time and time again. So why was it such a crazy day? Well, you could see that, yeah, huge drop, then a pop, then kind of a drop, setting us up for an interesting remainder of the week. It all started at 8:30 this morning. The CPI report, consumer price rise 0.5% in January, higher than expected. And the annual rate was up 3%. When inflation comes in higher than expected, that means it's hot. When you have hot inflation, that's why the market dropped. The CPI accelerated a seasonally adjusted 0.5% for the month, putting the annual inflation rate at 3%, both higher than expected. Higher than expected, hotter than expected, bearish for the market. That was the vomit. Then from there, we got Jerome Powell, who was speaking with the House today. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Fed, Daddy Powell, the guy who's hands on top of the money printer, he ended up doing a secondary testimony. Yesterday, he spoke with the Senate. Today, he spoke with the House. Hopes for more Fed rate cuts dim as Powell notes hot CPI means, quote unquote, we're not quite there yet. Interesting situation. If you pay attention to President Trump and what he's saying, he's like, we got lower rates, lower rates, lower rates. We want the 10-year to drop and lower rates in combination with tariffs. We should be good to go. And then we got this and people were like, clearly they're not going to lower rates. More specifically, according to the market, the Fed fund rate is currently at 4.25%. And according to the CME watch tool, there's a 97.5% chance that we will stay at that rate in the next FOMC meeting, which is Wednesday, March 19th. So we're not getting a rate cut and we're definitely not getting it anytime soon. So we came in with a hot inflation report. We have Powell that was just being Powell, and then also Trump is being Trump. Trump reciprocal tariffs could come by Thursday, according to the White House. President Donald Trump could announce his reciprocal tariff plan before he meets with the Indian Prime Minister on Thursday. Hope you're watching this video in time. Trump recently said he planned to slap reciprocal tariffs, quote unquote, on every country that imposes import duties on the US. So this is another piece of news that you don't know when you're going to get a random update or tweet or commentary that could send the market sky high if we just cut it, or if tariffs actually start slinging around even more, you could see a random drop. You gotta be in tune, have those notifications on. Also, to make tomorrow a little bit more exciting, not only do we have the normal initial jobless claims coming out at 8:30, but we also get another inflation report, the PPI, the producer price index. So yeah, before the market opens, we are going to get moving again. And I do want to remind you that Friday, February 14th, happy Valentine's Day, we're going to be getting retail sales. And then Monday of next week, the market's closed in observation of President's Day. We're also in earnings season. So Thursday, we're going to hear from John Deere, Crocs, DraftKings, Twilio, Airbnb, Palo Alto Networks, the big one. But I would argue that Coinbase is the biggest. And then Moderna is going to be reporting on Friday. And if you made it to this point in the video with depressed Matt, thank you. I have a little bit of a treat for you. Apple is looking good. Apple not only ripped recently, got completely destroyed, had a good earnings, popped up, gave it all back. Right now, I like the fact that it's recapturing the EMA cloud. I like the higher highs. I like the higher lows over about roughly the past week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But check this out. Shout out to Spot Gamma giving us the options flow. So not only for this Friday, option flow looking pretty good, but for the all expiration looking even stronger. You can break it up by calls and puts. That's how you could view it if you want. Look at all these calls being bought. That's the orange candles going up and up and up. So not only do we see strong price action, potential technical breakout, but we're seeing strong options action as well. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm already in the play. Throw it on your watch list, because if this can hold, we might be getting something exciting. That's what I have for you right now. If you don't see me over the next couple days, it's already because I had the planned vacation. It wasn't because of this loss. I wish I was going on to the vacation in the green, but I just need a little bit of a breather. Obviously, trading, content creation, it can all be pretty freaking stressful. And I think I've just hit a point where I just need to take like a day or two, just calm, cool, collected, kind of return to the markets with a little bit more of a positive attitude, if you will. That's what I have for you right now. I'll catch you when I catch you. Thanks for all the good vibes.